last year, the CBI warns there were stock shortages in the retail sector down to Brexit. Now, if you've worked in retail or you worked in retail before, you know exactly what that means. That's basic items becoming scarce. Now, of course, yes, COVID has had a huge impact on imports and trade, but I'm going to argue that it's all relative. This is why a LEXIT campaign, a left-wing exit from the EU, could have countered these arguments on globalisation. So basically, of course, yes, Brexit has interrupted trade and scarce items are becoming more apparent, but that's not a symptom of Brexit. It's a symptom of globalisation. Global corporations are so greedy that they would rather export their manufacturing and labour costs to the global south, where workers are working in sweatshops and getting 10p per day, rather than paid by the abysmally low minimum wage laws in this country and made everything here. And of course, the EU isn't the whole world, but since Brexit, the rhetoric around it has been about free trade. In fact, that's been the zeitgeist since the 90s. Now, for Conservatives, this means a race to the bottom. This means lower regulation, less red tape. This means open up our NHS and our public services to privatisation. It's just an expansion of free market capitalism. It's nothing new. It's what we've had for 40, 50 years. If we had a strong LEXIT campaign, these issues on trade could have been at the front and centre. Now, for Liberals, the EU is everything. Politics started in 2016, but for socialists, global corporations exist whether we are inside or outside the EU. Now, once again, for Liberals, they think that the horseshoe theory is confirmed. The left and the right agree once again, but the left and right have a completely different agenda. Now, LEXIT wasn't completely non-existent. There was some sensible debate surrounding Brexit. You had the official Labour Leave campaign. You had some economists such as Grace Blakely appearing on TV and putting forward some really good arguments for LEXIT. We never saw a contingency plan from Brexit from the left. And in the absence of a left-wing exit, the e-referendum debate has been around culture and identity, yet global capital benefits all the same. There were argument opportunities in which the left could have been at the forefront, could have talked about a massive state-led economic expansion, the likes of China after Brexit, without capitulating to flag shagging and dog whistle politics. Made in Britain could have been at the front and centre. 90% of our economy is in this service sector. We just don't make anything in this country anymore. But the beauty of a left-wing exit campaign means we would be in a better position today, regardless of the outcome. Now, had we stayed in the EU, we would have averted hard Brexit. But of course, the left would still need to argue against EU competition laws. But obviously, if we had left, which we have, but in the presence of a left-wing campaign, then the rhetoric around Brexit would have been far much better and we'd be in a far better position. With the public exposed to these sorts of arguments, there would have been a greater pushback against the free trade dogma, the free trade agenda. There would have been a much better consensus on what sort of trade we could have post-Brexit. One with higher regulations and one which isn't in favour of exploitation. What do you think? Agree? Disagree? Drop a comment below. Remember to like this video, share it, and please, please subscribe to Turn Left for a media for socialism.